All right, guys, it is Wednesday morning, 5:31. It's time for that moment of truth, that weigh in here. Let's see. Let's try one more here. That seems a little heavy. Interesting, very interesting. So 232.8. Not necessarily gonna be upset over that, but I will say with the goal that I had of being 225, it looks like that's not gonna be realistic for the end of this right now. I didn't get maybe enough sleep last night. I went to bed around 1:30. I only woke up once to pee. I did pee quite a bit. We'll see how today goes. I got a jam-packed day now that I'll be showing you guys everything, including the tanning later. So we'll see. I have not gone to the bathroom, so maybe I need to go and do a good old morning poop. And I'll be a little later. Also, hopefully when I come back on here, I won't be talking like Batman anymore. Some of the guys, the jokes I've seen is that I talk like Batman, which I think is pretty funny. So it's 5:30. I'm going to get some work done and then get some cardio on my last workout in. I'm also going to start a dose of the dandelion and uva urzi now, my first dose. All right, guys. Water intake for today, I'm going to push it harder. I'm going to push it closer to 2 gallons today. All right, guys. I am in the sauna at Busybody. This will be my last workout, last cardio. I won't have time to get any more in, and I do think that if you're doing competition, it's about when you'll be done anyway. So a couple things that I want to touch on. People ask me these questions a lot. For starters, and I know we've gone over this a little bit, when is it okay to stop doing cardio? Well, your cardio is obviously the main function of the cardio is to burn fat, right? Now, if you're doing a lot of cardio, your body is going to be used to utilizing this cardio for circulation, aiding in digestion, a number of things. So you don't want to pull it too early because it's going to throw all that stuff off, especially when you're pulling calories out of your diet. So the idea for all this is not to be doing this extreme like I'm doing. It's to be in a great position where when you get to this week out from a show, that you're just cruising in, that you don't have to do a lot of things differently. And when you get to be in that position, you'll find that there are much higher probability for you to come out on top or for you to be the best that you can be because you're not doing anything weird to change your physique. Now, if you really know your physique, like I do, you can come up with these little tricks and moves at the end to get a little more out of your physique, but you don't know what your body's gonna do. You have no idea, and especially you first timers, second timers, you guys are going in this relatively blind, which is why I want to do that. So there's a few things that you need to know. When you stop the cardio, you're essentially stopping the true extra body fat burning. Now, this is why when I carb up, I reduce my protein. The calories basically they're not going to be that much different than what they were. They're just going to be coming from a different macronutrient. So let's just say this time that I was eating, let's say I was eating 40 to 60 grams of protein per meal, and I was eating 0 carbs and 0 fats. Well, realistically now I'm probably going to eat 20 grams of protein per meal and 50 grams of carbohydrates. And so if I left it at that, I'm really only getting 20 grams of protein times 4 calories When you do the math on that, you realize you're not in that much of a caloric surplus. So the key is knowing when to push and pull. You'll hear me say that a lot. So I feel that doing these depletion days are essential because you get yourself down low enough where that when your body sees the excess calories coming in, it sucks them up the right way. And this is when glycogen comes into play. All right, so get the most out of your cardio, get the most out of your training. At this point, when you do cardio, you're still burning fat? Yes. Is it going to make a dramatic difference, really, in your physique? Probably not. I always tell people, the last week, you're not really truly doing anything, although you're going to be suffering. You're not killing yourself in the gym. You're not killing yourself with cardio. You're just getting everything done. All right? You're just putting the finishing touches on everything. So for me today, my workout, I'm going to do some shoulders and some arms. And I'm going to try to get it done in 20 minutes to a half an hour. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my cardio. And then we'll eat, go about the day, and lock up these things. But you can't come in and kill the cardio and blast your body when you're this, pulled down. This is all just set up for the carb up. We've been setting up everything for the carb up, and then we'll see. And you guys are going to be able to see because you're going to follow along with me if it all works. I do think that when you're doing a lot of cardio, which most of you will be, that it's a very good idea to cut leg training out more than a week in advance. I think 7 is probably not enough. I think a minimum of 8 or 9 is better. The rested muscle will always look better. Think about it when you kill your legs on, let's say, a Monday. When do they look the best? They look the best Sunday, or they look the best that following Monday morning. So a rested muscle is going to look better. It's going to be more separated. It's going to look drier because it's not going to have all fluid in it. So these are all things to take into consideration. And I can lay this stuff out in full detail if you guys want me to just write it out in full detail for you. All right, well, I feel like I'm warmed up enough, so I'm gonna shut this down, get out there and get my workout in, and shout out to Generation Iron for the hoodie. Excited about doing some work with those guys, and that's it. Next time you see me, I'll probably be on the treadmill. All right, guys, I'm here with my man, Dr. Sam Katami. You guys have seen him work on me before. This is my last session with him. It's about, 10 o'clock, a little before 10. Just gonna do basic adjustment stuff. Most of my stuff that's usually hurting isn't really hurting right now, but my back is a little stiff.
Give me something to do.
So hopefully I can have this set up where you can see what he's doing. I think this is gonna work.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right.
Nice down.
But yep. Let's get you stretched out and get you adjusted.
Yeah, my lower back on the left side, I tweaked something a little bit.
Okay. Let's get some flexion extension and loosen all that up. And then we'll get you adjusted on both sides. Sort of feel that right through there.
Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, I did that. This is ridiculous. The particular sneakers that I have on now, they're pretty old and I should switch them. I like Hirachis. They're good to do cross training in. You can do cardio and train in them.
Right.
They give you good support. Anyway, so I stepped out of the car yesterday, and where I stepped, the ground was very wet.
Uh-huh.
And I just slid with my foot, and I kind of like hyperextended my hip in an odd direction, and I felt like a tweak in my back, and I'm like, of all the things.
Yeah, it's not training. It's not lifting anything. It's just getting out of your car.
Yep.
Funny enough, a lot of my lifters, my Olympic lifters, same thing. They get so used to the same motions. It's so controlled while they're in the gym. They're so good at it that it's something random like doing laundry or doing some chore at home that they come in and sort of dejectedly like, yeah, I did doing this.
It's frustrating when you get hurt just doing something that like you think anybody can do all day, every day.
Right.
It's not like you're like, I hurt myself bench pressing 500 pounds today. I in my adult life, really, I don't know that I've gotten hurt in the gym in quite a while.
You better find some wood to knock on. So what I'm doing next is a little bit of Grafton. Put a little bit of cocoa butter on here just to get the skin ready, and we'll use a little tool to loosen them up a little bit more. All that gravel-like tissue right there is what we want to loosen up.
How's your day going so far?
Good. Good. Nice and busy.
Good.
Got a couple meetings midday. Trying to fit some phone conferences in, but good overall.
What time do you normally start?
I'm in here by 7:45. I'm finishing up emails and like notes from the day before, and then I'll go and typically start seeing patients at like, let's say 8:15, and go until straight to 1 doing that, and then 1 to 3 I've got time for meetings, lunch, workout, and then back to it at 3 o'clock, and then go until 6. Arms all the way down to the ground. On your right side for me. Sit there, here. Okay, other side. On your back, scoot your neck. Okay.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
All right, there you go, guys. We've changed the name of this series to Staying in One Piece. We'll be back later. All right, back home, close to an hour behind schedule, so I'm bummed out I can't do the hyperbaric chamber today. I got to go into some body prep. So, guys, very, very important stuff here. I, like an idiot, forgot my clippers last night, so I went and I bought a pair. The girl was kind enough to help me very fast. These are inexpensive. They're only 25 bucks. Can't beat that. I bet you they'll last a long time. All they're going to be doing is shaving my body when I do feel like shaving my body. And then, guys, ladies, don't be using your fancy Mach 3s and all that. Disposable razors. And, you know, I'm an idiot and I forgot to grab women's razors. But women's razors are usually the best way to go. Women's disposable razors. So you go over everything first. If you're a man, you got a big chest fro. You got to get all that stuff out with the clippers first, and then you go over it with the razor after. So I'll show you a little bit of that. And then I'm going to exfoliate the hell out of myself again and let my skin get dried out, okay? So now I'm going to eat my first meal, which is ridiculous that I'm finally eating now. I feel like a zombie. I should have taken some of my pills on an empty stomach. It's been a rough morning. I actually do think I'm going to poop, though, which is nice. And I decided that for this meal, I needed to add in some fats, mostly because of how bad my stomach feels. So I'm doing 6 ounces of 93% lean red meat. And I knew that I was going to need that for tomorrow's carb up anyway. So we went to the grocery store, got, of course, more asparagus, and we'll be back to fish after that. I may do another fat meal later. We'll see how the day goes. It's going to be a very busy day again. And that's it. So meal 1. 6 ounces of lean ground beef, 93% lean to be precise. I don't have any asparagus cooked right now, so I'm just gonna eat the beef and just start shaving my body. And then I will be at the office to work. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, well, I know this is gross, guys, but this is why you get that. That's all the hair that was on my body. Not too much, but you have more than you think, guys. You gotta do everything. You gotta do your back, you gotta do your armpits. A lot of this came from my armpits. I have actually seen somebody on stage without shaving their armpits before, and I'm not going onto stage. However, I'm treating it like I am, regardless of not being as lean as if I was getting on stage. But I'm taking it very serious. I'm obviously getting leaner each day. Next up now that I got all the heavy lifting done is going over everything with the razor. So get yourself some standard Barbasol. I have sensitive skin. So I get the sensitive skin one. Do not use fancy razors. Just get disposable razors, guys. The girls' ones are the best. But, you know, they're all essentially the same. So now we're going to go over everything. Like I said, you're going to need somebody to get your back. If you're on stage wearing very small trunks, you're going to probably need somebody to get all up in that crack, too. Very, very important. Asked my buddy Chris LeCompte about what I did for him in North Americans one year. It was a life-changing experience, that's for sure. Never got that close to another man's hole in my life. I had to go and check myself out after that. Go talk to some girls, make myself feel normal again. But I love him, he's my buddy, so that's what you do for your friends. And I'm sure you guys will have somebody that's gonna help you out like that as well. Tell them PJ said, I need you to get in there and shave my holes up. Ladies, you're gonna have to do the same thing because those bikinis are real small. All right, next stop, next time you see me, I'm gonna be all shaved up. All right, it's a little bit after 12. I'm done with everything, and in typical stupid idiot fashion, I sliced myself up in a few spots because I was simply just going too fast. And this is the kind of thing you shouldn't rush, guys. I just truly have no other time where I'll be able to do it. And I'm getting sprayed a whole day early, so whatever. I'm not gonna sit and make excuses for myself. But guys, don't rush or you're gonna have nicks everywhere and it'll burn when the spray gets in there. I'm heading over to the office now. We got some very exciting stuff going on. The Evaporate's in, woo! And I gotta shoot a commercial for the ice cream, getting my hair cut, which is something we'll talk about when I get there. Very important that you stay on top of your hair. Ladies, if you got to do your extensions, guys, if you got to get your fade lined up, whatever it is, but you gotta finish strong from top to bottom. So you know, some of you guys with beards, I'll talk about this in a little bit too. You might have to shave your beards. It's crazy, but they do prefer a streamlined, clean cut work, and I'll even talk to you about how it'll make you look leaner in a little bit. Topic of discussion is, should I keep on vlogging after the BPJ? Nika, say hi.
Hi.
Look at Nika all lean. Just called me out, by the way. Said I still had some fat. Yes, I do. But I told her I will be contest ready by the New York Pro. That's my real end date. She, on the other hand, has no fat. Let me see your abs. Damn, you're super lean. Whoa.
This is a
all right. Post-workout right there. Look, Fit Barber is here. Well, all kinds of Blackstone fam in the house. We're gonna do my hair. So guys, part of the reason why that I'm doing this vlog right now is because it is extremely important that you have your hair done right, whether you are male or female, when you get on stage. So now, I was asked the other day. This is a big deal. I was asked the other day by one of my athletes that has a really big, long beard if he could keep his beard on stage, and most of the judges don't like that. And so it's something.
I got a text shortly after that.
Yeah. So here's the deal. This is my advice to you guys. If you love your beard, if you've grown it for a couple of years, and you probably would agree with this, right? I would say go on stage and see what happens. If you feel that you are truly deserving of winning the show, and you place very poorly, and you want to bring it to me and show me, I'll look at your physique and I'll be really honest with you, and you feel that it's your beard that kept you from winning.
I mean, I feel like it's their discretion based on whether it's like a local or a national show. Like, I do see how a dude would feel like the tension wanting to shave it if it's like a national show, or like the pressure, you know what I mean?
You have to look at it as, what does it really mean to you? Now, Seth Rossi, my buddy, if you guys want to reach out to him, you know, they told him, you know, they wanted him clean cut. In fact, his old sponsor wouldn't even, Muscle Tech wouldn't even let him have a beard. So he did that more for himself, for his own personal thing. And, you know, he trains for himself and whatnot. He's not trying to please or impress anybody else. But had he wanted to get back on stage, he said, you know, I'd probably have to shave my beard off. So that's something that's really important. Ladies, you got to make sure your hair's on point, too. That's why the girls get extensions and everything else.
It definitely becomes a part of your image, you know what I mean? If you have, like, the big burly beard, you know what I mean? Like Seth Rossi, all-American muscle, you know what I mean?
Beards are very in right now. Look at Tristan and his beard. So, you know, he's somebody who may have to shave his.
The low boy.
That's
I'll be waiting for you.
All right, so it's time. We're bringing back Barbershop Wednesday. I haven't had a Barbershop Wednesday in a while. Then I'm going to shoot some commercials, do the podcast. Maybe I'll actually eat some more fish soon. That's all I eat. There's a little bit more, Nika.
Fish and oatmeal.
Fish and oatmeal. I don't even get the oatmeal. It's gonna freaking asparagus. All right, I never shoot my commercials without getting a haircut, unless it's something that's got to be done last minute. So obviously today was Barbershop Wednesday. Fit Barber did my hair, and now we have Evaporate. Where is it? I'm super excited about this. You guys know I've been talking about this. So boom, Evaporate. I'm glad I don't have to take any more of my dandelion and Ubers. Now you guys are gonna see I'm shooting a commercial. Trevor, who's back here somewhere. We're shooting the actual real product commercial for this now, and I'll probably throw this out into the actual full vlog. This is what we do here, run around, shoot commercials and stuff all day. And I'm gonna take some where's my fucking water? Ah, shit. Can you swear on YouTube, or you have to block that? You can swear a little bit. I'm not trying to swear, guys. Come on, watch your language.
My mother watches.
No, we don't want swears on there. say we'll leave that for, it's another show. There's my water right there, actually. All right, so, guys, been talking about this for a few days here. You guys are gonna be the first to see it, I think. What? Serving size is 3 capsules twice a day, guys. I'm supposed to do it in the morning and afternoon, but I'm gonna do this one and then I'll do another one a little later probably. So boom, this is super duper strong. You're gonna learn all about it in a second. There we go. Here's how we do it. All right, gotta shoot a commercial. I'll be back with some fish. All right, Chris Reds is here, and I'm supposed to be starting my massage with Diana. She's patiently waiting for me, but decided to make the Corvette. It wasn't loud enough, so we're gonna show you how loud it is now.
Pretty loud, yeah, pretty loud.
Holy crap. So I asked, I go, when we do my dad's Hellcat, will it be that loud? And he said it's gonna be way louder. My dad's very excited, so if you think that I'm obnoxious, my dad is like, he wants it.
Yeah, it's gonna be, we're gonna do the 4 resonators. We're gonna take the resonators and the cats off, and the mid mufflers.
There you go.
Yep.
So guys, when you're destroying yourself for competitions and shows, try to mix in some stuff that's gonna make you happy and put you in a good mood. Don't just sit around being miserable. What I try to do is actually keep myself busy. It takes my mind off of eating. Now, you're also gonna wanna schedule your rest properly. Don't be burning the candle at both ends like I do. But just a little something like that, hearing that sound while I was inside, perked me up, got me going, and things like that are very, very key as you get closer to show. You're gonna get a little more emotional as you get closer to shows. You'll feel closer to certain people. You'll feel perhaps a little distant to certain people, but that's all stuff that goes through, you know, the natural process of getting ready for a big competition, getting on stage, or even if you're just gonna do a photo shoot that you've never gone all out for. All right, now I'm gonna go inside and we'll see what Deanna is gonna do to me.
So every time PJ gets a massage from Deanna, all the kids get next to him, especially the noose. She loves her dad.
We got bodyguards on deck.
Bodyguards on deck.
So, my name is Deanna. I am one of PJ's massage therapists.
If
And
you guys don't know her by now, I don't know where you've been. Maybe if you're new, then that's great. Thank you for joining me.
joining the fun.
Massaging me for 6 years.
So, now that we're at the end of his PJ dieting, we're in the point of like last week prep, and massage changes a lot at that point. What we do at that point is we're just trying to flush blood flow into the muscles, give them a nice pump, flush out any leftover lactic acid or scar tissue, and do little touch-ups so it will be less deep work and more lightly stripping muscle fibers in between quads, deltoids, whatever muscle group we're doing to really get a shape for everything. And it's just an extremely not light but medium pressure massage, and at that point it's really all you need is just touch-up work.
Do you think that when you do something like this, that it's important that I drink more water?
Absolutely, because flushing everything out that I'm breaking up is the most important part of this. You want to keep the muscles hydrated, and that way you're not going to have that flat look, and the stuff that I break up isn't going to move from this spot to this spot or that spot. You're just going to flush everything out and keep a nice good pump.
Yeah, I appreciate you being on the vlog and explaining this, because a lot of people, they asked in the Tristan video, like when they should stop and why, and I was like, well, there's so many different forms of massage. Like we definitely wouldn't need, people saw the video of you doing the cupping on me, and if you're getting on stage, that'd be a horrible idea. You'd have big circles all over.
Yeah, we definitely don't do that the week of.
I'll tell you, you'll see when I flip over, and hopefully there's nothing there. And Dr. Stein's really smart, so I feel like he knows better. But he actually did some Brosnan's technique on my back today, and I was like, ooh, I wonder if I'm gonna have like purple spots from that.
He probably did light work.
I don't think he went that deep, because you know I felt like the scraping,
but not like really. As long as you didn't feel like really. I mean, you could tell the difference between like really deep grafting work compared to just a light scraping.
So guys, if you're treating your body like a temple, if you're taking care of yourself this way and you have a personal massage therapist, you know, make sure they understand you, get to know them. Guys, I'll be completely honest with you, anybody who's worked on me over the years, they even know like where I do my injections and when I do my injections and oh, did you do a shot here? We gotta work this out. And like, you shouldn't be embarrassed to talk to them about that because that stuff all needs to be worked on.
It's super important, especially to know shots.
So, you know, Deanna's worked on tons of bodybuilders. I mean, you guys have seen her in videos with Dallas McCarver, me, probably Aaron Clark.
Yeah, Flex,
everybody.
A whole bunch of people.
So, you know, we're very fortunate. Well, they're very fortunate because I started with her. That's true.
It is very true.
That we all have somebody that understands. You're not going to get that at like a Massage Envy or something, and please don't sue me, Massage Envy, but like you want somebody that really, really understands the body more. Like I won't let anybody just work on me. I turn people down all the time. People, hey, I'll give you a free massage in exchange for some isolation. I'm like, here, have the isolation. Trust me, I'm going to my massage people now. And I actually said that to Tristan when we first met. He's like, I'd love to give you a massage in exchange for like an Instagram post. And I was like, nope. And he was just like, okay. And I was like, sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I understand massage way more than probably most of the people that you work on. And I have somebody that's very, very good. Now, I'll let you prove yourself. And if you are, you'll probably find a home with me because if I can't afford it, I'd probably get massage every day. And I believe in it that much. I mean, I've been getting massage weekly since I was like 24 years old. And I'm old, so it's a long time. Add up all those days. But I think of all the things out there that you can and should be doing, all the way up to the show, I would put massage like up there as like a serious priority. Jay Cutler, I know, is a big advocate of massage therapy. I believe he gets massages every day. Maybe not anymore, now that he's on his world tour. But you know, without rambling on too much in this video, I know this video is gonna be longer than some of the other ones, but this is crunch time. Today and tomorrow are crunch time. I'm gonna make these videos as thorough as possible, guys. And when this comes out, any questions that you have on any of these treatments that I'm doing, please ask, and I'll make sure that I'm putting them out in the videos so you all that are doing the contest have a full extra week than me. So I'll let her get back to working on me, and you guys can guess what's coming up next, and we'll go from there.
All body work has to be approved by the security team. They're always around. No, he has arthritis.
All right, so I'm like very impressed right now because you guys saw that I was on just Dandelion and Uversi, which is good stuff, yesterday, and then we busted out the Evaporate today, which I was hoping to get in sooner than later. I've peed now, just in the time that Deanna was here working on me, I've peed like 4 times. And I'm like, dude, I must be pissing out serious weight. So I'm gonna go in the bathroom. Wow. So that's 230.9, and I've had over a gallon of water for meals. So you guys, let's fucking turn this around, hold on. You guys will be seeing the videos. Like, this is the real deal. I am so pumped about Evaporate. This is no shameless plug. The proof is in the pudding. You guys see what I'm looking like right now. And I'm a gallon deep as far as water, so it's good stuff. Very, very good stuff. I'm impressed. Everyone's gonna love this one. Worth the wait. She was like, what kind? And I said Magnum Black tube sock, obviously.
We branded protein.
This is amazing, by the way. And this is specifically, state your name so that you're on my vlog now.
Alyssa.
Working for Protan, and so just so everyone knows, like, I have no specific affiliation with anybody. I'm cool with Liquid Sunrays, I'm cool with Protan, but Alyssa's very, very good. I trust her, and I'm treating this like very, very serious. So I wanted somebody who I know is cool with seeing me with a sock on my shit. Nah, but seriously, she's really, really good. A lot of people know Protan. They've been around since 1987, a long ass time. And everyone knows Carla Salati. She's tanned me a billion times. She's gonna tan me tonight, but this is something I want to make sure you guys understand. None of these girls, no matter what you think, if you think they're lonely, whatever, they don't wanna fucking see your dick swinging around all dirty and gross with everybody farting backstage. It's disgusting. And like, you guys know who you are. Like, I've seen a bunch of the guys that have their dicks out. I'm like, come on, dude, put a sock on it. Like, really? There's nothing that looks good about that. So I could just bash somebody right now, but I won't. And, cause I bash him all the time. You guys know who he is. And it's just, cover it up, guys. Have some class. So I'm gonna actually put this over my genitals. This is probably a little big for what I need, to be honest with you, but we'll make do. Hopefully it doesn't slide off. I don't want Angie to see that. This is for my hair. So what do we need to know right now? It's been 6 years since I've done this. What color are my ears?
I mean, when I go to do your face, if you want your face, we can move it.
What do you think, Trevor?
It's up to you. This is a good look for you, though, Pete.
Look good.
All right, we're not gonna show my shit with this on it, but you guys will get it. We're not gonna be showing my butt and stuff like that. It's not that kind of show. Here, let me go. I feel like I have to leave the room to cover myself. The shape of it, no. Keep your eyes up on this. This is super embarrassing. It doesn't hang like the thing. It sticks straight out. You're aware of that? Is that like by design?
No.
It doesn't like hang down like a sock. It sticks.
You can wear briefs if you want.
I'm gonna fucking go all out with it, I guess.
Because I mean, you wear briefs though if they're never gonna see that part of you anyway.
I don't want to have the weird lines. And from the first BPJ, I hate that you can see that when I move my shorts up high for like the side poses and shit. And whatever, we're doing this real.
I'm keeping my head high.
Let's see how it plays out.
So that our stuff doesn't get ruined, I went and got a comforter because you will be cold in that stuff. 2 flat sheets, bottom and top, and pillowcases are super, super important. And I learned the hard way, if you're broke, still invest in the king size because then you'll be like huddled in a corner and your tan will stick to itself.
Position here.
So you gotta get underneath the tush.
You gotta get under the tush, the grundle area. And stick it out a little bit.
What do you just call it?
Grundle area. Not a commonly used word.
Yeah.
That's a New Fairfield High School word. That's it.
Put your arms down. Keep them up in here.
Getting dark. Darkness is here.
Face me.
I haven't done this in so long. Ooh, it's cold when it gets down there. It's like cryotherapy, but like isolated.
How long do you go in that for?
3 minutes. They have a infrared little wand that they use for trigger point stuff. So literally just does like that much. And I think it might even get colder than that. But it's like the size of like a quarter that it hits you, so they do it for like tendonitis and stuff. That thing gets so cold that they did my elbow. And I put my hoodie on after, and like 20 minutes later I was here eating, and I touched my arm, and I was like, oh my god, my arm's like icy still. It's so cold when it's by your fucking neck. I'm airing out. How long do I have to air out for?
Typically, maybe 10 minutes.
Now,
But what I want him to get really dark because we're doing a little bit of a different process, not exactly of like a spray today and then a bronzer spray tomorrow to where like you're ready for the stage. So we want to make sure we get as much of the Pro-Tan product on so that it will develop darker in the morning. So I just give the skin a little bit of rest time in between so that there's time for absorption.
this is really good points that you're bringing up. So let's talk about difference between, let's say, because this is Wednesday, I'm doing my final stuff on Friday, okay? So I'm doing a whole day tomorrow.
Look at yourself.
I'm laughing. This really is the funniest part. So here's the deal.
Okay.
If somebody's competing on a Saturday,
Yeah.
and they're gonna purchase Pro-Tan,
Right.
and they're gonna do their own shit themselves.
Right.
I have a way that I used to do it back in the day. I actually already told her, but that's over 10 years ago. It's actually 15 years ago. Holy crap. So nowadays, if somebody orders the stuff online, they're competing on Saturday. When do they start? What do they do? What's the protocol?
So the old protocol, which PJ, well not old, but the way that it was before people like myself or Carla were at the show to spray tan you, was you'd start on like Wednesday and you'd apply and then you'd rinse it off and then you'd apply and then you'd rinse it off. And it was really easy. We used to have like those sponge paintbrushes or you can use like a puff applicator like this.
This is so you know what I used to do? This is exactly, by the way, there must be some place in like Taiwan that just makes millions of these.
Yes.
So you could go to a car wash, that's what I used to do, and you get these little, they're like car wax things
Yes.
for like $1, and I would buy a bunch of them, and once it got like dirty as hell from the Pro-Tan, you just throw it away and you use another one. Now you can go just order them right off the site.
Yeah, I mean, you can go, like, you can put this through the washing machine, you know, or run it underneath, like, warm water and soap in your own sink, and it's okay to just kind of get some of the excess, is that, I don't know, like, that's the right word? Like, the excess protein off of it. But using an applicator is how you do it. And you'd apply, then you'd rinse, and you'd apply, and you'd rinse. And so there'd be
I'm listening while I'm
as he's, like, looking at underneath his butt. And so now we're at a place where if you're doing it yourself, we still recommend multiple coats. And even if you come to see us, we recommend coming with a base coat of protein on your skin. But the best timeline without starting Wednesday, because that is really far in advance, and a lot of people just don't want to do that. So if you just time your applications really well, so like on Thursday, I always tell people, and this is my personal preference because I've seen really great results on athletes with this, is that I tell them on Thursday to apply a coat and then rinse it 6 to 8 hours later, and then apply another coat Thursday night, sleep in it, and then rinse it off in the morning and apply another. So basically I tell them like 1 to 2 times a day, 2 days out from the show. And then if you're using the bronzer, then you'd apply that right before you go on stage. So after your check-ins, like after your athlete meeting in the morning, the only person that really has to worry about like, bam, let's get the bronzer on your skin right away, are the people that are like first division, you know, line up to go on stage. Other than that, a really fresh coat has you looking.
So talk to me about touching him up.
So if he wants another application of what I sprayed him with of the overnight comp color, you would want to put this on him. So this is the handy dandy applicator. The best way to do it is to either spray directly on the body and buff with the puff.
Buff with the buff with the puff. Okay, no
I love
problem.
it.
Bottles.
Or for my
Pouring
shows.
it into like a Tupperware
That's the
bowl
way
is
I do
the old school way, and just saturate the sponge and move it around. And then the day of his photos, we have bodybuilder bronze or physique bronze. So both of them are a really great deep dark brown. One's more of a mahogany and one's more of a walnut.
Which one's more of the mahogany and which one's more of the walnut?
Physique.
Is more of a mahogany.
Mahogany.
Walnut. Okay. So I'm gonna touch him up with this, and I'm gonna do it the old school way where we pour it in the Tupperware, the way we do, and spot touch
So
him.
I wouldn't really say touch up. You can really, after he rinse, maybe tomorrow night would be a good time, and just do one like hand application
Okay.
of the overnight comp color, full body. And then the next morning, you know, before his photos, you can use that. I brought you muscle juice as well, which is a really great high definition posing oil. It smells really good. And it acts also as a color sealant. So it'll give some shine. Yentas unite.
All right, well, I am officially sprayed. Got all these gifts, and my Frank's Red Hot got me right there. That's for all my touch up and everything else. You guys will see all this in a whole separate video. And this is my second red meat meal today. So no carbs still part of my depletion. I'm losing so fast, I'm flattening out more and more. So this will be my second to last meal here. And this is 7 ounces of 93% lean ground beef. I'm actually not having asparagus at this meal. I've had asparagus in my other meals. I'm peeing so much with that Evaporate that I'm just gonna chill with the asparagus for now. And that's it. It is 9:20 and I am tanned. Although we turned off the AC, and I think that I'm just like humid, and like the house is humid and I'm like sticky because of it. It feels like stuff's not drying all the way. But anyway, I'm going for dose number 2 of this stuff. Stuff's really freaking strong. I don't even know that I should be taking this dose, but I have a whole day tomorrow to carb up and fix things if things don't go the way that I want them to. I'm honestly like, I knew this product was good. It's been on the back burner for so long. I didn't realize how strong it was. This is insane how strong it is. So I'm lighter than I was this morning, which is crazy. So I'm gonna take another dose right now. And that's it. You don't need more than that 2 doses a day, guys. This is also much later than I wanted to be taking it. But hey, if I wake up peeing a lot, I wake up peeing a lot. I haven't been sleeping much anyway. So second dose of Evaporate. I got one more meal left around 11-ish. Hopefully this dries a little more soon. But that's it for now. I'm definitely tired. I just wish the tan would set in a little bit more. It's very sticky and annoying. So here's my Evaporate. that's that. I'll be back in a bit, guys. All right, it's 11:46. This will probably be my last one tonight. I'm pretty freaking tired at this point. All sprayed up. Shout out to Pro 10. Shout out especially to Alyssa Weisbaum. I'm going to show you guys this. I have full hoodie and sweatpants on, right? And we'll see where the scale is at. All right, so 232.4 with everything that I have on. It's pretty crazy, so I'm obviously going to be pretty light tomorrow. So now, the key is having a good night's sleep, very important. Oh no. Ooh, well, good thing we have all the touch-up stuff from Pro 10. I just got a little leakage that, fellas, you all know what I'm talking about, in the crotchal region that probably just screwed up my tan. I got some extra stuff here for touch-up though from Pro 10. We'll show you guys this. So this is stuff that goes on at the end. That's the hot stuff. That's the muscle juice. There's the actual stuff that goes on at the end. There's a little buffer thing that you use to apply everything. There's more stuff over there. There's the infamous cock sock. And now, so I'm on my last meal here. I gotta take all of my vitamins still. I'm not pulling those, guys. Maybe tomorrow I will, but they're still going in the same way. And a little Coke Zero action. I keep diet soda in basically all the way up, guys. And I am now going to eat my last bit of snapper. I've had so much asparagus that I'm chilling out with asparagus now. I was cooking up my fish for tomorrow. So tomorrow I get to carb up, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. There's a bunch of fish meals right there. Mostly cream of rice and rice I will do. And I know you guys probably are curious of how I'm looking after tanning and whatnot. So let's go. There's a different mirror here. Really it's a matter of, in this house, is like, where is the light the best? And you know, in here, can't see shit. But then you can walk this way. Come with me, hold on. And I'll go this way. We'll come into this bathroom where I show you guys a lot of the videos. And let's see. Hold on. Much more brighter light in here, and you're able to see quite a bit more. I'm actually scheduled to get a colonic tomorrow, which is gonna be interesting. I do still have some distension in here, and I think some of that is, of course, visceral fat, which is basically fat that's on the inside, guys, in a layman's sense. So that's gonna take some time to go out all the way. I will get rid of it. But I do notice that after the colonics, I feel extremely empty. Now, the colonic could dehydrate me a lot, would essentially perhaps sabotage everything that I'm doing, but at least I'm doing it to myself to teach you guys what to do or not to do. Now, most of you are not gonna be able to do this, you know, right before a show. I'm very curious what's gonna happen to me, so I have that scheduled for tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I do always feel, now that I've started doing them, extremely empty after the colonic. So I'm gonna go finish this meal, and this will be 2 days out, guys, and then it's all about the carb up tomorrow. Now I have to find out if you guys want me to put the carb up day and the final day prep and the actual morning check-in into one video, if you want me to split them up. So give me some feedback on that tomorrow as well. And either we'll be done with this on Friday, or I'll be done on Friday, but you won't know until Saturday. And on that note, shout out to the Dragon Flex, and knows who he is. Peace out, bye.